Hi, this is David. This video is part of a series in which we're walking through the lessons in the Mastering GitHub Copilot series, which you can find on github.com/mastering GitHub Copilot for paired programming. I know that's a long URL, so I will put that one in the show notes. I've already gone through a few of these lessons. I have 3 videos covering this getting started with GitHub Copilot. I have one already that's covering the using GitHub Copilot with JavaScript. Today I'm going to do integrate MCP with GitHub Copilot. I'll click this right here. It brings up the lesson, and if I copy the exercise, then it'll copy all of the source code and the instructions into my local GitHub repository. I click on that and ask me where do I want to put it. I've already done that, so I won't show it to you again because I have that right here. There's the exercise. And you'll notice that one of the first things it does is it defines what is MCP, or Model Context Protocol. MCP is sometimes referred to as USB-C for AI because USB-C is a universal adapter that can charge my laptop and my phone and all sorts of other devices. It's a universal connector. Just because it's been adopted as sort of a standard in the industry. Similarly, MCP established a standard to connect AI applications to services. And an AI application, for example, would be GitHub Copilot. So there are some standard ways to connect to it. And if you follow those standards, then you can do this. Now down here is a button that says Open in GitHub Code Spaces. And there you can create a brand new code space to launch all your, like, an environment with Visual Studio Code, all the source code loaded from the repository, and all the proper software and extensions in that virtual environment. I've already done that. It's available right here and has a button on it that says Go to Exercise. I've already got the exercise open. So let's just walk through the exercise right now. You'll notice if you watch the earlier videos, this is actually a Python app that runs a web app. It's got all the source code right in here, and I can run this by going down to this Run and Debug tab within Visual Studio Code and click the Run button here. And it'll start up the server. It starts it up on port 8000, loads everything up, application startup complete. Then I can go to that URL 8000, or I can click this button right here, Open in Browser, and that should open up the application, and it does. And you'll see that the application is actually allows me to register a student into an activity right here. Nice, simple application. I'll close that and stop the application. And the next thing that I'll do is I want to connect this to an MCP server. Now, we're not going to create an MCP server here. We're going to use an MCP server that's running inside of GitHub. It's already been written for us. The way I do that is I create in the VS Code folder a file named mcp.json, and in that file I add this JSON right here. So I'm going to go into MCP folder, or the VS Code folder, create a new file. I'll call it mcp.json, and in that I will paste this code. And because this is a standard, Visual Studio recognizes the format of this as being an MCP file, and it adds this little menu at the top here with the Start button. I'll click that Start button, and that will start up the MCP server in my GitHub repository. It's asking me which repository to use. I'll do that. It might ask me for permissions to do that, but I've already run this once, so it didn't ask me that. But here it's running. It's changed from, it says it's running. I can stop it and restart it if I want to. And to see what's happening in here, if I go down to the GitHub Copilot chat window, which I can get to either from here or from this hamburger menu, view chat, either one, come on down here, make sure that I'm in agent mode. Agent mode allows GitHub Copilot to have a lot more control over your files and environment and take action on your behalf. And then I'll click on this button right here. It looks like a couple of tools right there. And I'll see that these are all the things that are built in, but I've also got one more. I've got this MCP server right here. And there's all the things I can do. I can add comments, I can create issues and sub-issues, assign things. And look at all of the capabilities that are available because I am running this MCP server and because GitHub Copilot knows how to call that MCP server because of this right here, this file right here, then GitHub Copilot can tap into those capabilities. The final step in this exercise says that we should check our code in. It says to check it into the main branch. I don't think that's always a good idea, but it tells me that. But for these purposes, I'll do exactly that. I'll just check it in. And I can do that by clicking on the source code button right here, adding this file to the source control, and then committing it. Like when I commit, I need a commit message, but this little button up here will generate a commit message for me, and then I'll commit it. And if I go back to the instructions, it says I should also push it to here. So let me to the GitHub repository. And so what I'll do is in here, I will do a push and let that sync up like this. When I finish this exercise, this little GitHub agent should detect that, and it should display the next step in the lesson. It only took a few seconds for that agent to recognize that you've completed step 1 and display step 2. Now with step 2, now we can ask GitHub Copilot a prompt, and it'll try to search for the answer within its own tools, but if it can't find it, it's smart enough to say, I'm going to go out and call this new web service on the MCP and hit the appropriate method for doing that. So for example, I can ask it, if I close this file, I'll come in here, make sure I'm in agent mode, and then I'll say, search for any other repositories for organizing extracurricular activities. I want to get some ideas about how to improve this by looking at other people who have created similar applications. And there is a service, an endpoint inside of that MCP service that can do exactly that. And this GitHub Copilot is going to call that method. It took about a minute to return these results. I sped the video up so you didn't have to wait for it. But you can see there's this repository and that repository. These are all public GitHub repositories that will do something similar to what this application is doing. So let me say, ask it another question. I'll say, look at the second option. That's this one right here, Smart India Hackathon Team, and give me a detailed description of the features. Let's ask it that. This is something that that MCP server can do. It'll call out to that MCP server and it'll describe exactly what that thing does. There's a lot of things in here that my application does not know, does not do right now. So let me ask it this. I'll say, GitHub Copilot, please compare these features to our project. Which would be new? And that sure didn't take long. There are a lot of features that that project has that mine does not have. I want to be feature compatible with that. So one way that I can do that is I can create an issue for all these features, all these 7 new features. I'll say, I like it. Let's create issues for these in my repository. And again, the MCP server has a method for doing just that. It'll go out to the current repository, this one right here. And not only does it have the access to the source code, but GitHub supports issues. And I'll say, let's create a new issue for the first one. And I want to allow that. So I'll allow for this one. I'll create a new issue. I can say allow for the next one. I can click it. I think there's 7 of them here. I can click issue 7 times, or just going to say allow in this session. It'll create all 7 issues for those features that don't exist in this service. And if I were to go out to that GitHub repository, then I would see these 7 issues in the repository. Now that we've completed step 2, the agent recognizes that and it displays step 3 to us. And here we're going to build on this. We're going to ask it questions about these issues that were created. So let's go into GitHub Copilot chat, again in agent mode, and we'll ask it, how many open issues are there on my repository? Well, the only ones that are in there are the ones that were just created, so it's going to tell me that in fact there are 14 open issues in my repository. That is a lot. I may have run this thing twice, which is why there's so many, but that is a lot. Let's tell it, oh no, that's too many for me. Please get the list of issues, review the descriptions and comments, and pick the top 3 most important. It says here the top 3 are adding persistent database and advanced security, add admin and teacher authentication and secure login, and add this missing activity, GitHub skills. Let's do this first one, add persistent database and advanced security. We'll try that. So I'll say codebase. Let's do the first one. Follow these steps. Check out a new local branch for making our changes, make the changes, then confirm with me that they look correct, and then push the changes and start a pull request. So I'm in agent mode, so it can do things on my behalf. I did tell it to wait for confirmation from me to make sure that it is correct. So right here, first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a brand new branch. I'll call it add persistent DB and security. I call it whatever I want, but I'll click on allow right there. And it will create a new branch. And you can see down here, there's that new branch. We are actually on that branch now. Now it's searching the code base for ways to implement this. And I need to, because I'm writing to a database, I don't have any package to do that. Let's install some packages that will actually allow us to write to the database. And now let's click again, allow again. It's allowing SQL Alchemy is what it'll try to install. Now it has made changes to app.py, and I can change these. I can accept them or undo them. I'm going to keep them. There are 10 changes I've made. If I want to look at them one at a time, it'll go through each one of these. The green ones are lines that are added. The red ones are lines that will be deleted. Let's go ahead and keep them all. And that's fine. And now it says I want to run this application again. Let's reload it. I'll click allow to do this. I need to install a more recent version of Python. Let's go ahead and install that. Again, reload the application. And now the application is running. It has been refactored and it'll have these changes in it. And if I open up a browser, I can see the application is still in here. There's nothing here because it's no longer using an in-memory database, but it's designed to persistently write to a database. These changes look good. So let's go into the source control. Use source control here and add the changes to our repository right there, and we'll check them in. We do require a check-in comment, but GitHub Copilot can help with that. Click on this button, it'll generate a check-in comment, implement database integration for activities and participants, and I'll click on commit, and then I'll publish that branch, or I'll push that branch. Let's do that. Let's do a push right here, and I'll publish the branch first to get it in here. And why not? Let's create a pull request as well. Create. And there we are. We have a pull request in this for this change from this branch right here into the main branch. This completes exercise 3. So if we head back over to the instructions, the agent should recognize that and should provide us with the next step. This step 4 tells us to open up the pull request that was created, and there's actually a button right here, open pull request. I'll click on that, and you can see right here, here is the pull request in our repository, and we can then merge that pull request with our main branch, confirm merge right here, bring it into the main branch. And if I go back to the instructions here, scroll all the way back down to step 4, and it's just asking us to add a closing comment to the issue we just finished, provide a 1-sentence description of the implemented solution, and thank the commenters for their ideas and feedback. Let's go ahead and do that here in Copilot chat. Again, I'm in agent mode, so I'll give it that prompt, and it's asking me to allow that. So I'll click on allow, and it's going to add this comment to our repository. And the issue is now properly closed. Once this GitHub agent recognizes it, then it provides a congratulations and then just a quick review of what's been going on in here. So in this video, we went through a lesson that showed you how to interact with an MCP server from within GitHub Copilot and extend the capabilities of GitHub Copilot. This is David. Thank you for watching.